So I want to talk about the difference between the Simba mattress and the Leesa mattress. Start by saying I do like both mattresses, and I've tried quite a few mattresses. They are, as someone who gets lower back pain, I would say these are the best two mattresses I've tried so far. So while there are differences between the two mattresses, I like them both. Long story short, the Simba is softer than the Leesa, softer as it's got a bit more give, and the Leesa feels more supportive. I prefer it on my back. I find it the perfect balance between firmness, supportive of my back, while some give to give it, so it still feels comfortable, not overly firm. But I do like both of them. I found them both easier on my lower back than I've had other mattresses. All other mattresses I've tried actually in the last couple of years didn't help with back pain. So I'll say that. They have a lot in common. So they're both made in the UK. So they're both UK mattresses. I know Leesa sell in the US, but they're both UK mattresses. I don't think Simba sell in the US. So they're both going to come, vacuum packed in, rolled up in a big box, like all these online companies. Well, they all do it that way, basically done it because it allows them to mass produce them and easily transport them. It's one of the reasons why the costs are lower. So all these mattresses expect to come rolled up, and you're going to have to take it out of the box. And if you've got, a king size, it's going to be quite heavy. Probably need two. So they got that in common. Going to come flat packed. They both have 100 night trial, and if you don't like your mattress, you ring them up, and you tell them to pick it up. You don't want it, and they will come and pick it up, and they won't charge you. So not going to cost you anything to send it back, and you've got 100 nights to try it free. I've asked both companies different questions on different occasions. I found Leesa much easier to deal with. I found the people on their chat thingy on their website to be pretty knowledgeable about their product and very open. I didn't find that with Simba. I found it really hard to get straight answers from the people on the chat. They don't really want to give too much away about what the materials are, the specifics of the materials in the mattress. I don't know why. At the end of the day, it is a nice mattress. None of this really matters. It's just, it's just nicer to deal with people who are open. It just makes you feel more comfortable. I did send them off an email asking for all the specifics on the Simba mattress, and I never got a reply. I know someone else doing YouTube reviews, the Sleepopolis guy, and he also did that, and he said he never got a reply. Why does that happen? I don't know. And in that vein, I must say, when I was checking the details for the owners of the websites, Leesa.co.uk, the company is Leesa Sleep. The website registered to a company in Manchester, but the Simba Sleep domain is a private domain, and what they do that so you can't get the actual details of the registrant. Not really come across that much with with a commercial company so I don't know if that's an oversight on whoever's running the website. I don't know if that was a conscious decision, but I have to say it's not good commercial practice to hide the details of your domain. But what I did gather from reading their website was that they have a manufacturing partner near Derby who make the mattresses, and the springs are made somewhere in the Midlands. As far as the Leesa mattress goes, their mattresses are made in Bedfordshire. So, both UK companies, but one seems easier to deal with than the other. Pricing, again, pretty much exactly the same. Leesa, a single 390, a king is 690. Simba, 399 for the single, and 699 for the king. Again, that's someone in marketing saying put the 99, the 99 pence thing. someone's, just trying to be a bit clever. I mean, why not match them exactly? Why stick the £9 on the end? And the thing is that you always get discounts with these people anyway. For instance, it's impossible to go through the Leesa website and not get at least 50 quid off that. I think even if you don't pick up a discount code, when it comes to checkout, it automatically sticks one in. So basically, £3.90 with Leesa, for a single, you're always going to get 50 quid off. The website will always advertise 50 quid. Often it's a lot more. Boxing Day, I saw they had £100 off. So no problem there. The only difference with Simba is that they don't advertise it on the website. So you have to go on their chat thingy and you ask for if there's any discount codes or anything like that, and they'll give you one. They say, well, it's going to expire today. You've got to use it today. I can understand the commercial aspect of that, but basically every day you go back, you'll get a code that they say expires that day. So you're always going to get at least 50 quid off, possibly more. So that's a lot of what they got in common. So the actual mattresses themselves. So I guess if you're coming here, you already know about the Simba mattress. The big thing about the Simba mattress is they're using conical pocket springs, but these are actually micro coils, 0.9 millimeters. But that's one of the differences is that they're using springs, coils in their mattresses. Leesa don't. And their top layer is Simbatex, and Leesa's top layer is Avena foam. So what is Avena foam? Avena foam is a polyfoam. Polyfoam is polyurethane foam. Polyurethane foam it's a cheap way of mimicking latex. So it's not latex, it's a cheap version of latex. Has some of the properties. It has the springy feel of latex, but it lacks some of the other properties, such as it retains heat and moisture in a way that latex doesn't. And so the Leesa is a top layer of polyfoam called Avena foam. It's Avena foam because it's their proprietary blend. Basically, it's polyfoam with some of their own, their method of actually producing it will differ slightly. Some of the additives will differ slightly, but at its heart, it's polyfoam. The top layer of the Simba mattress is Simbatex. Sounds really good, doesn't it? Okay, so Simbatex is 100% synthetic latex. So it's better than polyfoam, no doubt about that. But it's 100%. It's not. See, a lot of the latex out there will be blends of synthetics and natural. Obviously, most people, natural latex has some better properties than synthetic latex. Not least, obviously, being synthetic is going to be more off-gassing, going to pong a bit. But then some people have allergies to natural latex, so you don't get the problems of latex allergy with synthetic latex. So Simbatex is a synthetic latex, but to which they say they add soybean oil and natural balm to aid cooling. But of course, latex is all about how it cools, as opposed to memory foam, which is well known for retaining heat and having heat problems. So those are the two top layers. So the top layer on the Leesa is 5 centimeters of polyfoam, followed by 5 centimeters of memory foam, followed by 15 centimeters of base layer. The base layer is 33 kilo density. The memory foam is 55 kilo density, and the top layer, I believe, is a 75 kilo density. So that they're all what you'd expect for those particular layers. The Simba has the 5 centimeters of latex, and then it has its 2 centimeters of foam, within which are the micro coils, which are supposed to give it the unique feel. It does feel quite springy, but having said that, when you put your hand in to grab those coils, it just feels like foam. They're so small. I'm not sure how much difference that makes to the feel, as opposed to making a lot of difference in marketing. But anyway, it's a nice mattress. So 2 centimeters of foam with the coils, and then 3 centimeters of visco foam, which is memory foam. It's the same thing. So that's how they make up their 5. So 3 centimeters of memory foam, 2 centimeters foam with coils, which adds up to the 5 centimeters in the Leesa, which is all memory foam. So they're very much alike, except one has actual latex. Synthetic latex is still latex. It's a rubber compound, as opposed to the cheap version polyfoam on the Leesa. So those springs, as I said, are conical springs. They are tapered, so that conical as in they have a cone shape, but they're microcoils. So just how tapered they can be, I'm not sure. They say they have 2,500 in a king. So obviously the smaller size, the single size, is going to have a lot less. I don't know how many they've got, but there's 2,500 in a king. They're always measured by how many are in the king size. So the difference then is in the base layers. They're both 15 centimeters in the base layer and 33 kilos in density. By the way, the memory foam in the Simba is also the same, is the 55 kilo density as in the Leesa. The difference in the bottom layers though is that Simba say they've got a 7-zone system, and the idea of that being where you have most of your pressure points, like shoulders, hips. They say 7. I think it's normally most of them would zone them in 3, but 7 is a lot. But anyway, the 7-zone system just means there's more give, in theory, in certain parts of that base layer. But obviously, it's one slab of foam, and having a look at the pictures of it, you can see. I mean, the foam seems to be zoned simply by drilling holes through the middle. So it's going to be, by nature, that there's no foam under some parts of the mattress of the base layer. Going to be a little bit more give. Look, like say they've gone through their database, so they know exactly what they're talking about. It's going to suit most people. So the biggest difference between them is synthetic latex versus polyfoam. So obviously latex has the potential down the line to be more durable. I mean, that's going to be the main advantage to latex. Then, of course, latex doesn't retain heat and moisture like a polyfoam does. So certainly on paper, that's I didn't find any problems. Well, I don't have. I've still got the Leesa mattress. I don't have any problems with heat retention, moisture. I found it really nice. No off-gassing. But in theory, those are the advantages the Simba has over Leesa. But I didn't have a problem with that anyway. Right. So I think that's most of the differences. As I said, the biggest difference in real life, none of this matters, how they come up with their different layers and what they've done with their layers. It's just the feel. You're laying on top of it. It's how it feels, isn't it, at the end of the day? And one is a bit softer than the other, but they're both very comfortable and more comfortable, compared to lots of mattresses that I personally have tried. So I just did my own little completely unscientific tests for my own amusement and benefit. So I put a 10 kilo weight on the edge of the mattress to test edge support. And I did find they both have really good edge support. Some mattresses, you sit on the edge of them and they completely collapse on you. You can't even put your shoes on. You're sitting on the edge. But they both hold up well. So they're pretty good for these, for a foam mattresses. For a foam mattress, they're pretty good. But in my test, putting a 10 kilo weight on the edge, I got an 8.7 centimeter dip from the Simba and an 8.5 centimeter dip from the Leesa. So on that, the Leesa has a tiny bit more edge support, but they're both very good. Incidentally, while both are described as a 25 centimeter high mattress, I'm actually measuring my Simba at 25.7 and the Leesa at 26.5. So I then put 20 kilos of weight in the middle to measure the actual dip that it produces. And the Simba produced an 8 centimeter dip. The Leesa produced a 6 centimeter dip. And the result of that just confirms that the Leesa is a firmer mattress. It has less dip for the equivalent weight. I then used a tennis ball to see how far out from the weight I could go before the tennis ball stopped rolling back. In other words, the radius of effect of that weight, probably in reality you call that transference. So by doing it that way, how far that someone putting pressure on the mattress, how far out that transferred. So with a 20 kilo weight, I measured the radius of effect on the Simba 26.5 centimeters, the Leesa 30 centimeters, which surprised me, given that the Leesa was a firmer mattress. But that suggests that the Simba is actually a little bit better for transference. And just to confirm that, using a vibration measuring app on my phone, I dropped a 5 kilo weight on one end and measured the vibration at the other end. And on the scale of this vibration detector, completely unscientific, it's for amusement purposes only, Simba measured 6.9, Leesa 7.5. So confirming what this seems to say is that as far as transference goes, the Simba is a little bit better. I don't think you'd have a problem with either. They're both very good in that aspect. But if you are two large people laying very close together and you move a lot, the Simba may be a little bit better on that. But quite honestly, I think the only difference you're going to be looking for, if you're trying to decide between the Leesa and the Simba mattresses, prefer on the firmer side or on the softer side. So that they both are in that middle ground of between firm and medium. Like there was 6 on the 10 on the scale, or 7 out of 10 on the scale. So on my personal scale in my head, I would say the Leesa is like an 8.5 out of 10, the Simba a 7 out of 10 on the firmness scale, maybe a 6.5. I mean, there is give, but it's still on the firmer side of medium. I mean, so that's pretty much describing the differences, just for amusement purposes only. I do like going through the website and having a read of how the website designers and the marketing guys describe their mattresses, just how far they will go in being a little bit, well, I better be careful what I say, just how woolly they may describe their mattresses. So, as I didn't have too many issues, I've got to say, with the Leesa website. The only thing that struck me was designed from the inside out with a universal adaptive feel to provide the cooling, contouring and core support everybody needs to sleep better. I mean, it's not universally adaptive, is it? It's not going to suit everybody. If you're sleeping on your back and your side, very different to sleeping on your front for a start. Anyway, they say it's designed from the inside out. When it wasn't, was it? It wasn't designed from the inside out. It's a mattress with 3 different layers of materials that have been around for many years. It wasn't redesigned from the inside out at all. I don't know. In my opinion, I don't know how they can say that. And built with premium materials for a better night's sleep. Well, you can get better materials, can't you? They're not premium materials at all. Well, they are good for what they are. I've got to say that. But premium, I mean, premium would be, like 100% natural latex on, good quality pocket springs, I would say. But anyway, by the way, Leesa have been producing their mattress since 2014. The Simba was a lot more fun to read through, I have to say. So the Simba, they say, the most advanced mattress in the world. The most, not one of them, not quite advanced, it's the most advanced mattress in the world. Is it? Well, I mean, there's nothing new in there, is it? On microcoils, synthetic latex, memory foam, a solid base layer. How's that the most advanced? Now, I have a feeling it's to do with what they then go on to say. We created our mattress after extensively testing it with the Sleep to Live Institute, whose research is based on profiling more than 10 million people and 100 million body profile data points. So basically, the Sleep to Live Institute is a database of 10 million people and their sleeping preferences. That's what it is. And what's happened is they've paid for access to the database. They then designed a mattress whose feel fits most people in that database. So they're basically saying by it falling in line with the most number of people in that database, as opposed to any other design that they could come up with, it's the most advanced. That seems to be what they're saying. So, open to interpretation, isn't it? By the way, they're not saying that they actually had people come and sleep on it and they tested it that way. They're saying they just had access to a database. Well, I'm not saying they didn't do it any other way, but that's all they're saying on the website. Although they don't actually call it a database, do they? They say access to the Sleep to Live Institute, whose research is based on. But anyway, 30 years experience selling in excess of 1 million mattresses and producing 70 Simba prototypes has led us to this. Simba, the most advanced mattress in the world, is a harmony of experience and technology. So they're saying 30 years experience, but they started by actually supplying materials to other people who make mattresses. They actually started selling mattresses in 2002. So that's things you could have a little bit of problem with. The conical spring we developed was the missing ingredient. It meant we solved the secret of the perfect night's sleep. Well, I've had your mattress, honestly. It wasn't the perfect night's sleep. I find the Leesa a little bit better. I mean, I understand you've got to sell your mattress. I just find it amusing because, do people actually buy the mattress because they read that? I mean, does someone go off and say, oh look, Simba have solved the secret of a good night's sleep, and it's not a packet of sleeping tablets? I'd love to know what their research is. They must have done market research, whether this actually makes a difference or not. We went through lots of different types of latex and found none were good enough. So we developed our very own synthetic latex. We call it Simbatex. It meant it didn't trap in heat and added a luxurious level of comfort to the mattress. It didn't trap in heat. Well, that's what latex does. So they're saying they had to come up with their own type of latex that didn't exist. And they tried them all, apparently. I would have said there's no way they're producing a cheap latex mattress unless they're using what is mass-produced out there for synthetic mattresses, and that's styrene butadiene. That's what almost all synthetic latex mattresses are made out of. Now, when I read this, it seems they're suggesting they didn't make it out of that, because they're saying we developed our very own synthetic latex. If you did, why don't you say what you made it out of? I couldn't get them to tell me what it was made out of, other than they would just confirm it's synthetic. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't what everybody else is using, styrene butadiene. So I don't know what you make of that claim. They're suggesting it's better than another latex because it doesn't trap in heat, and that's the whole point of latex. That's why it's the most preferred option for a foam mattress, is because it doesn't trap in heat, doesn't trap in moisture. Lots of science, technology, and mattress for my money. Why is a mattress so well priced? Says their frequently asked questions. Unlike traditional mattress companies, we don't waste money on showrooms, commissions, salespeople, stock, or global shipping costs. Instead, we sell our mattress directly online and pass on the savings to you. So it sounds like they are an online-only company, except that they sell the mattress. They sell the mattress through John Lewis, so John Lewis stock them in their stores. So it's not only online. John Lewis sell them. They are sold in stores. Now this is the best one. Simba mattress is equivalent in quality and components to a £2,000, £3,000 mattress, and importantly, better than that. Our science says our mattress is ideally suited to the widest range of body types, even compared to £10,000 mattresses. So it's going back to a bit about the database. So our research says it's all about trying to fit in with most people. But we even compared to £10,000 mattresses. But see, that's being loose again, isn't it? Because it's not the same to say jack of all trades makes you a master of all those trades. What it really is you can be quite good for most people, but you're not going to be the best for those specific body types. So I think that's a bit disingenuous. So I understand what they're saying. We suit most people, and a £10,000 mattress won't suit as many people as our mattress does, but that doesn't make it the equivalent of a £10,000 mattress, does it? It means that mattress suits specific people better. There's premium mattresses are made of premium materials, and they're made in premium ways. They're not mass produced in the same way. The materials are not the same. You can't compare them. These are Leesa, Simba, as nice as they are. I'd really like to be buying £2,000, £3,000, £10,000 mattresses, because the ones I've slept on are way better. There's a reason why people pay that money, because they could come online and buy a £600, £700 mattress, couldn't they? Anyway, I don't mind. Look, they're trying to sell their mattress. I just find it amusing. I just wonder how many people buy the mattress because of all this. Yeah, I mean, and £10,000 mattresses are going to come with 30-year guarantees. There's a reason why both of these people guarantee the mattress for 10 years and not 30 years. It's because they're not using premium materials. There was another one they put down. Do I need to turn my mattress over regularly? This is on the Simba website. We know it's a faff. And who really has the muscle power to do that? Instead, the Simba is a no-turn mattress. It's a no-turn mattress. Well, of course it's a no-turn mattress, as in all these mattresses are that have a built-in base layer. Because if you turn it over, you don't have a base layer anymore. So of course it's a no-turn mattress. There's nothing special about it. You can't turn a mattress that has these multi-layers where the bottom layer is specifically for the bottom layer. Look, you can do. You may prefer the feel of it. But clearly they're not designed to be turned in that way. Normally you turn a mattress because the mattress is the same materials either way round, and you're preventing like a permanent dip by being in the same position. They do say, don't turn it over, but turn it round. It's for the same reason, but you just lose the ability to turn it round and still have the same feel. So basically, to wrap the whole thing up, they are both nice mattresses. The main difference is the Leesa has more support. It's a firmer feel mattress. The Simba is softer feel, probably a little bit better as far as transference goes. But they're both nice mattresses. I've certainly slept on worse mattresses. And I can really recommend them both. So bottom line is, do you prefer it on the softer side, the firmer side? Well, they're both between medium and firm. The Leesa is definitely more suited to someone who prefers a firmer feel. The Simba is definitely suited to someone who prefers a softer feel. Softer but still between medium and firm.